Queen's death. The majority of people have never known anyone else to hold the throne in place of Queen Elizabeth II, who ruled for more than 70 years. Since 1952, when she was crowned monarch, her likeness and cipher have appeared on nearly all government-issued items, including coinage and passports. The UK will undergo many changes after the Queen's passing and the coronation of a new king. Notably, many items that revolved around the Queen will need to be updated to refer to a king now occupying the throne. Welcome to the Facts Talker, beautiful people. So in this video, we'll be talking about how the death of Queen Elizabeth II will change the world. But first, be sure to help the channel out and click the subscribe button for more informative videos like this. There would undoubtedly be many changes in the world after the death of the Queen. The Queen's role as the head of the Commonwealth is one of the changes that will occur. The Commonwealth, a group of 54 nations from throughout Africa, Asia, America, Europe, and the Pacific, was led by Queen Elizabeth. The post of the head of the Commonwealth will not automatically pass to the Queen's replacement after her death. Instead, it'll likely be decided by all Commonwealth heads of government. Many countries may decide to do so along with their head of state. The UK will observe a statutory holiday, and Commonwealth nations may do the same at their government's discretion. In the UK and abroad, the Union Jack flag will be flown at half-mast until the conclusion of the funeral, but not the Royal Standard. The Royal Standard should fly at half-mast because it symbolizes the monarch, which is perpetual. The day of the funeral will see a closing of the London Stock Exchange. All UK passports contain a statement that the Secretary of State for Her British Majesty requests on behalf of Her Majesty that the bearer be permitted to enter freely without interference and be provided with any required help and protection. As a result, the new passports that are issued will be modified to reflect the new king's use of male pronouns. However, likely passports won't need to be updated until after they've run out of date. Due to the fact that just 14 Commonwealth nations still have the British monarch as their head of state, several governments may now decide to leave the Union as a result of the Queen's passing. There are what are referred to as realms, and they include Jamaica, Australia, and Canada. But even before she passed away, there were hints that certain nations were coping with their complex historical ties to the former British Empire and getting ready for change. Barbados, one of the earliest colonies established in the world, abolished the monarchy as its head of state in November 2021, making it the first nation to do so in the 3 decades. Before this, Mauritius did it in 1992, making it the most recent nation to do so. Charles won't have any influence over which nations leave or join the Commonwealth. Bikers claim that Prince Philip, the father of the king, allegedly reacted to the Commonwealth Realms' desire to leave the monarchy by saying, "We'll depart gently if you don't want us." Given that neither the UK government nor the king has the authority to stop them, Charles will probably adopt the same mindset, since they are sovereign nations and they're free to manage their own affairs. The king's portrait will eventually take the place of the Queen's on all UK currency, referred to as the pound sterling. According to The Guardian, there are already 4.5 billion banknotes in use that will include the Queen's image. It would take at least 2 years for the king to be depicted on them. The king will shortly replace the old stamps, which currently have the Queen as their main image. EIIR, the cipher for Elizabeth II Regina, is written on post boxes all over the United Kingdom. It is unlikely to be changed or removed. Instead, they will have the king's cipher when the fresh ones are made. Flags across the country at police stations, government buildings, and other locations that have the Queen's cipher will need to be replaced. The new logo, along with the colors, has not been announced. It is also possible that the Royal Standard flag, the one that flies at a building whenever the head of the royal family is in residence, could change. Another flag that could change is the Queen's Colors flag. Also, aside from Charles's title, numerous titles in the royal families also changed. King Charles III's wife, Camilla Parker Bowles, is now Queen Consort. Prince William and Kate Middleton, who were the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, are now the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall and Cambridge. Even though Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have left the royal family, there's a chance their children, Archie and Lilibet, could be bestowed the titles of Prince and Princess. The death of Queen Elizabeth II is indeed a loss we all feel, for very few have known a world without Queen Elizabeth II. However, we all have to live a world without the Queen now. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one.